Good day, everyone. I'm your student teacher Danica Bavares from 2L. Today, we're going to discuss one literary piece of Charlotte Perkins Gilman. It was entitled The Yellow Wallpaper. So, are you familiar with Charlotte Perkins Gilman? Charlotte is also known by her first married name, Charlotte Perkins Stetson. She was an American humanist, novelist, writer, lecturer, advocate for social reform, and eugenist. She was a utopian feminist and served as a role model for future generations of feminists because of her unorthodox concepts and lifestyle. Her best remembered work today is her semi autobiographical short story, which is The Yellow Wallpaper, which she wrote after a severe bout of postpartum psychosis. So, The Yellow Wallpaper is first published in 1892. The story is often regarded as an important piece of feminist literature and a critique of the societal norms and medical practices of the time. This poem is often analyzed using feminist and psychoanalytic literary theories. But before we discuss these two theories that implies in the story, let us know first what does the yellow wallpaper about. In the story, the narrator, a woman suffering from postpartum depression, is confined to a room with yellow wallpaper by her husband. As she becomes increasingly obsessed with the wallpaper, she believes she sees a trapped woman behind the pattern. The wallpaper becomes a symbol of the narrator's deteriorating mental state and her frustration with the oppressive nature of her treatment. The story highlights themes of patriarchal control, the lack of autonomy for women, and the consequences of disregarding a woman's voice and agency, particularly in matters concerning her health and well being. It challenges the prevailing notion that women were considered emotionally and intellectually inferior and were subjected to treatments that often worsened their conditions rather than helping them. Let us now talk about the literary theories that Hillman implies in her story. First, we have the feminist criticism. The poem is a powerful portrayal of the restrictive gender rules imposed on women during late 19th century. The yellow wallpaper itself can be seen as metaphor for the constraints imposed by societal expectations, representing the confined space in which women were expected to conform. It can be analyzed through the lens of feminist criticism, which focuses on the ways in which literature reflects and perpetuates gender roles, stereotypes, and power dynamics. The next literary theorist was the psychoanalytic criticism. The protagonist's descent into madness and her hallucinations with the wallpaper are often interpreted through a psychoanalytic lens. The poem explores the impact of repressed desires and the consequences of denying one's authentic self. The trapped woman behind the wallpaper can be seen as a manifestation of the narrator's suppressed identity, struggling to break free. The story unfolds as a psychological journey, revealing the effects of societal repression on an individual's mental state. So, in summary, the yellow wallpaper is a poignant exploration of the struggles faced by women in a patriarchal society. And it lends itself to feminist and psychoanalytic interpretations. The yellow wallpaper becomes a symbol of societal expectations and the consequences of suppressing women's voices and agency. The poem invites readers to reflect on the psychological toll of gender oppression. and the importance of recognizing and challenging societal constraints. So that will be our discussion today. I hope you learned about how Gilman implies through literary theories in her story entitled The Yellow Wallpaper. That's all, everyone, and goodbye.